Again, good day, good way. Today it's still June 26th. This will be my third reading for the day. This one, as I cursored in the previous new moon reading, will be my take on how the Major Arcana plays out in our signs of the times. Meaning, a lot of people nowadays will say that we're, in the tower card moment, which is a 16, and that in their perception, we're moving forward into the star card. As I was saying in other videos, I view things from the reverse curse aspect. We're going backwards. Everything has already occurred. We're just coming back into the results of our choices. So, from my perspective, we started out here in the world card, 21. Then we fell into judgment. Then we gave our power under the sun. Then we went into movement under the illusions of the moon. Then we ended up starring in what we moved in, which left us here within our perceived self in the tower card moment, trying to figure out what to get rid of and what to keep, which where we're leading into very quickly, if not already in it, the devil card phase. And again, one thing you hear me say real quick is that everything that you found in this realm is a corruption or correlation of what probably actually is. So your mythologies, your bibliologies, and all this other stuff, your predictions and everything like that, apocalypse, revelations, older civilizations, all of them have merit, but all of them are only pieces of what may be the perceived whole. We've been given this ideology that there's a devil out here that's causing all the ills of this world because we don't realize that it was us through all of our choices that led us to where we're going to have to face our own Satan. It won't be somebody coming out of the earth with, long tail and all this other shit. It'll be us saying, holy shit, we allowed all this stuff to happen. What are we going to do now? Once we get deep into this devil card energy, the 15, where we're still looking for help without realizing we're the ones causing all the harm, that's when we'll entertain seeing the 14, which is Temperance. That is why this card is in reverse, because we can't even see the 14 because we haven't decided to face ourselves as the devil in this realm. Our choices, our complacency, our complicit behaviors, our bigotries, our egos, our fetishes, our indulgences, our hatred, all of that shit. Everything that we hold on to helps build up everything that's kept us torn apart. So we are urgently trying to find the leak, but we don't realize we're the source. So we're not going to have enough patience to fix the leak because we still want somebody else to take responsibility. So what this reading will be is these are my cards, the higher perspective oracle cards. But I'm going to take my perspective out of it, and I'm not going to talk too much about what happens. I'm going to use the wisdom of the hidden realms as a possible source of perspective on what really is going on when it comes to the signs of the times. Signs of the times. What happened under the world card that man may not realize. So I'll flip this camera and we'll go in. Oh God, it won't let me flip the camera. Rats. So then I'll put this up and then I'll come back and do the reading. It won't let me flip it. Nope. I'm not going to flip it. We'll just leave it like this and I'll do it like this. I've already shuffled this deck anyway. The deck itself is already over here. But we'll do some half cuts. And I do reversals, so that's why you'll see me flip the cards. Reversals count with me. There's an answer and everything. All right, so what is going on with this world that we may not realize that we put ourselves, and this is a phoenix and this is a goddess. We made a choice. We could have stayed the divine feminine, undefined expression of energy, or we become the phoenix, the burning force of experience. What happened? The River Queen in reverse, the 36. And again, I have this video set up for not for kids. 36 in my numerology is FAFO. Fuck around and find out. We went into flow. We let go and we went against natural movement. Remember, this card was in reverse. We went into the flow and now we're getting drowned. So we got out here and we became a phoenix. We became the being that's already on fire without realizing where the source of the fire came from. All we know is the glamorization of the ability to do, aka what we call free will, to go ahead and become something more. That is the act of creation. When you are authentically not happy with who you are, as we are clearly seeing in this realm now. When you ain't happy who you are, it's your divine right to become somebody else, even if it ain't authentically who you are. But I digress. That's judgment. It's already been revealed what was going on. What was revealed? You're already on fire, but you didn't put the fire out. You just got into the waters. So now your judgment card, the 20 energy, what happened to us under the judgment card? Still in reverse. The whale watcher. 7. Remember I told you 7 is self-awareness? You just lost your identity. You lost your identity because you didn't follow the wisdom and the power of the divine. You want to search for it. And look at that 20. 2, the high priestess. 0, the fool. The high priestess got fooled into going into judgment of thinking that there was something greater than herself. That's a collective reading. The idea that there's something greater than you will make you search for it, which means you've already lost the greatness of yourself. And if you've lost the greatness of yourself, you just gave your power, the sun card, into whatever you think can heal you. And that's Archangel Raphael, the shamanic healer. He's deep healing on that level. But if I'm out here giving my 19, the sun card, my power to what I think can heal me, am I not about to be reborn as something else? Up, still in reverse, the Diamond Dreamer. 6, going backwards. You just left 7, and now you found your traumas. 6. You're not going to get material wealth. You're not going to get true prosperity because you've honored separation. And that, I mean, that's just real talk. If you have everything, but you break it up for everybody, then you won't have enough for yourself. And unfortunately, again, like I was saying earlier, that is a part of the mental mindset in this realm. That's why the rich does not reach out to help the poor, because they're scared that if they help the poor, then they'll become poor themselves. And that is a false ideology. It's an illusion. So the Diamond Dreamer will covet its own diamonds and make you work to produce them for them. And that's where we're at right here. This 18, this La Luna, the moon. We're living under illusion because remember, the illusion was you don't even know who you are because you decided to lose your divinity and try and find wealth outside of yourself. That's an illusion. That's an illusion. That's who we think we are. That's the Shadow Queen. You think you're going to get out here and acquire knowledge. And again, if you know anything about me, I tell you for years, knowledge gets you fucked up. Knowledge means that I now have to become experienced in something else so that I can gain awareness for myself. Becoming experienced in something outside of you, that word right there. It's manipulation. It's the insecurity of yourself not to find the reality of you that you're willing to invest in the emotions and illusion, ill use your ion. Ill use of your ions, ill use of your energies. You went into your shadows. You didn't see your own light, so you became 16, the shadows. I've also said that for years. Here is only the shadows. You don't see your light here. So now you're starring in your choices. You've become the Shadow Queen. You've already separated yourself from your light. Now you're starring in the duality, because while you could truly never separate yourself from your light, you can go through the journey into your dark. You can go through the journey into your dark. And now all your secrets are kept within. The keeper of the scales. Your balance is within. Remember, this one was in reverse. Why? Because 3 and 8, my thoughts will become what I struggle with. 3 plus 8 is 11, the illusion of separation. Justification for why I must go into this duality as a way to find my wholeness is the definition of insanity. Thinking that I can go into separation to find wholeness, boo-boo the fool. But you can demonize yourself. Hail Kali Ma. You can demonize yourself by building on that power to destroy yourself and using the destruction as what's going to keep you in order. Oh boy, 33. It's the realm of experiences. You're going to take small steps, but you're going to keep asking for help. Who am I asking for help from? The pieces of my separation. The pieces of my separation. That part of me that did not want to honor wholeness way back here will become everything that I find in the shadow realm of my separation. Only I'm going to ask the pieces of myself in this realm that I no longer acknowledge as me on how to put me back together. The problem with that is some of the parts of you that are in separation now have identity as self. They're not going to want to go back into wholeness. They're going to want to do whatever they can to stay in deification from their own perspective. That means you're going to be asking the pieces of you in separation how to put you back together. You're going to ask the devil to help you. Oops, you're going to ask the devil to help you become God. 34, the number of God. The winged wise ones. I'm going to go to angelic help, and they're going to miraculously aid me in putting me back together when the only thing that tore me apart was myself. The only thing that tore me apart was me. But I can go on high and get glorious guidance from the pieces of my separation without realization that my separation guaranteed their wholeness. That's why I say we haven't made it to this 14 yet. So I have to honor it in reverse. We are urgently trying to find somebody to pin all this shit on, because we're not really ready to see that the source of the leak was us. The source of the flow was us. The source of the flow was us. You created the fool. You created the fool by using your optimism and your aggression against your identity of self that you now became identified with everything else. And I know this will confuse some of you, but that's because you probably are knowledge-based beings and you want to pull from things that you understand, when what you keep understanding and overstanding and understanding only allows you to stand still in what you should not be standing in at all. Peace.